Hello, welcome to my channel where I'm going to prove that anyone can draw. Drawing this heart Valentine's Day tattoo design is easier than you think, and I will take you through all the steps so you can draw it too, even if you are a beginner in digital art and Procreate. Before you start, make sure to download the color palette, my free brushes and paper textures. They are linked in the description of this video. And if you'll have fun drawing this with me and would like to get more step-by-step tutorials like this, make sure to check out my Patreon. I add their new video every week. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you'll never miss out on our artistic adventures. And now grab your tools, open Procreate, relax and enjoy the drawing process. Let's make a new canvas, A4 canvas from Procreate. And right away we can add here a paper texture. For this we can go to the Actions menu, Add, insert the file, and go to the folder where you have saved my paper textures. And we are going to take number 16. Let's tap here to finish this. And now this paper will be at the bottom of our illustration. Let's make a new layer on top of this to draw a heart shape. We want to be able to see the paper texture through the colors that we'll put here in a moment. So that's why we have to change the blending mode of this top layer over here to linear burn. First we are going to draw the outlines. Let's take the color for them. Take color number 1 and let's pick a brush. We are going to draw a heart shape first, and to make it easier we can cheat a little bit. We can use my heart stamp. So go to the siakulaart freebies brushes and take heart outline. With the brush size 63, we can just stamp it somewhere over here, like this. And now we can take the arrow tool and with the uniform option at the bottom and snapping turned on, we can move it to the middle of the canvas like this. And it will snap in here. Let's tap here to finish this. And now I don't want this heart to have just one thickness of the lines. We are going to adjust it now. For this we can change the brush. Let's go to inking and take Studio Pen. Let's make the brush size 61. And we're going to make it thicker here on this side and a little bit here. So we can just go now around this shape and do that. So just like that. And if you feel that your lines are not smooth, they're shaky, we can change here one option. Let's undo this. And let's go to the Actions menu, Preferences, Pressure and Smoothing, and we can make the stabilization a higher number. I'll make it 48%. And this way, now when we draw the line, it will be way nicer and smoother like this. So let's make this side thicker over here. We can make here maybe the ending more like this. And now I'm going to make the brush size smaller, 29%, to make here this end more like this. We can take the eraser and erase here this now. So let's tap on it, tap again, and we can set it to the same brush. So inking and Studio Pen. With the brush size 11, let's just fix this line so it looks nicer over here. Okay, and go back to the brush. And over here I want to extend this line at the top, like this. And maybe make here the top a little bit thicker still. So like that. Let's look at our heart. We can still adjust it. Maybe I'm going to make this actually not so thick. Maybe I exaggerated. So I can take the eraser and now just erase this like that. I can make this part more pointy. Okay, now I'm happy with this shape. So let's move on and draw here a ribbon. For this we are going to make a new layer on top of this one. We can also set it as linear burn. All of the layers today will be set as linear burn. And let's draw here a wavy line going across the heart. Let's take the brush. So something like this. And now let's take it around and create here a ribbon like this. Let's make sure our lines are nice over here. And now let's draw the end of the ribbon over here. So just like that. Same over here. And now let's write something over here. You can write whatever you want. You can write a name of somebody you love. You can write I love you, forever, whatever you want. I will just write here love. Now we can go back to the layer of the heart and erase those lines that we shouldn't see over here. So let's go to this layer over here, take the eraser, and we can just erase this now easily here. And we'll have here nice clean connections between the lines. Okay, and now we can go back to the other layer, this one, and erase the lines that might be not so nice on this layer. So I will do it like here. Maybe I'll fix this one. Okay, when you're happy with this, we can merge those layers together. So let's open the layers and we can just pinch them together like this. So now they're just one layer. Let's make a new layer now to draw the arrow. For the arrow, we are going to change the brush for a moment. Let's go here to calligraphy and take monoline brush. And with the brush size 20%, let's draw here a line going across the heart. I see I forgot to set this layer as linear burn. That's okay, we can do it in a moment. So draw a line like this, and now draw another one that will be parallel to this one over here. If you want, you can tap here and you can move this line or edit the points. When you finish, tap with your finger on the screen. Let's draw now here the end part of the arrow. I will draw it like that. And now this side. Let's finish this here with more pointy shape. And let's draw here this end part of the arrow. I don't know how to call this part, but we can draw a shape like that. So first here, two lines at an angle, and then something like this. Okay, now let's make the brush size smaller, 11%. And we can draw here lines at an angle like that. And now let's take a small break, and I would like to ask you to write a comment, I can draw this. It would mean a lot to me, I would know that you enjoyed this video, and I could see who is watching me. It will also help this video reach more people, so thank you for doing that. And now let's go back to drawing. Let's look at our arrow and see if we want to maybe move it. I think I want to move it to the right a little bit, so I can take the arrow tool and just move it over here. If you want, you can also rotate it, make it bigger or smaller. I like here this position like that. So I will tap here to finish this. And we can change now the blending mode of this layer. Let's set it to linear burn. And let's go now here to layer of the heart. And we have to erase here some lines. So let's take the eraser. We have to erase here this line. And this one over here. And now we have to draw here the points where the arrow is coming into the heart. So let's take the brush. Let's go back now to the Studio Pen brush. So go to inking and take Studio Pen. And let's draw here, maybe somewhere over here. Something like that. Now over here, here, and here. Same on this side, but going the other way. So just like that. Okay. And now we have to go back to the layer of the arrow and erase here this part. So let's go over here. Take the eraser and erase this. Now we can merge those layers together. So let's pinch them together like this. And let's make a new layer to draw here some leaves and rose on this side and just some leaves over here. Let's change it to linear burn. Take the brush and let's start here with a rose. We'll draw it very simple. Let's start here with a few lines like that. Now let's make this one more wavy. And now we can start drawing here some petals, just like that. One and one. Like I said, this will be very simple. Kind of like a rose graphic interpretation. We can add a line over here again. And now something on this side. And one more going like that. Maybe we can still add line in the middle like that. And that's enough. Now let's draw some leaves. They will be also very simple. Let's draw a zigzaggy line like that in the shape of a leaf. Now one over here. Now one going to this side. Maybe like this. And still a small one going somewhere down here. Like this. And right away I think I want to adjust it. I will take the arrow tool and maybe rotate it and place it more like that. Okay. I'll make it a little bit smaller. Right away I can erase here now those lines like that. And let's draw a few leaves over here. So again, just simple rose leaves shapes like this. One, now one over here. And the last one over here. Okay, now let's add some veins to those leaves, so there's more details. Let's make the brush size smaller for this, 11. And let's draw here a line in the middle of each leaf, like that. and then lines coming out of this, like that. Okay, and same over here. So first line in the middle, and then small lines coming out of it. Let's see if we have to erase anything anywhere. I think I'm good, so I can merge those layers together. Okay. And now we can add here some smaller details, some lines that will show where the shadow is. Let's draw here some lines, first over here, like this. Now we can add them also over here on this side. Try to keep your strokes in the same direction as the ribbon. Okay. And now we can add few thicker ones over here like that. Maybe some dots over here too. This will make it even more interesting. That will be enough. Now same on this side. Okay. We can now add here some lines over here on this edge of the heart. And then some more over here on this edge of the heart. I'm trying to follow here kind of like a roundness of the heart. Okay, this will be good. We can add some small strokes on the arrow, like somewhere over here at the top part of it, just so this will not be like plain inside. Okay. And then let's add here some small lines over here. I will draw them over here on this side. And the line over here like that. So now the inking is finished. I just want to move my word a little bit. For this I can take the selection. At the bottom I will pick freehand option. I will turn off color fill. I can select the word. And I can take the arrow tool and move this a little bit. I feel like it wasn't in the best place. I'll make it more centered. Okay, so the inking part is done. Now we can start coloring this. To color this easily and quickly, we can set this layer as reference. So let's tap on it and pick here reference. Now we can make a new layer and put it under the reference layer and just drop colors over here to the spaces we want to color. First, let's set this layer as linear burn. And let's take a color now for the heart. Color number 2. So now we can just drag and drop it over here like this. And now over here to the bottom part. And I see I have here a very small part that needs coloring. I can just do it manually. And over here too. And that's it. To make this more interesting, I want to take out some of this color on the edges to create here, let's say, some kind of light. For this, we can take the eraser and we can just erase here this edge like that. I think this way it will look way more interesting. So like this, and same over here on this side. Now we can make a new layer to add the color to the ribbon. Let's take the color. It will be color number 3. And we can just drag and drop it over here. Here. Now to those parts. And let's see if we have some small spots that need to be colored. Okay, I'm good. So here again, we can also erase a little bit of it. Let's take the eraser and we'll erase here the top part of it. The top edge. So over here like that. Now over here. And here. Just like that. Let's make a new layer now and color the arrow. Let's take the color for it. Take color number 4. And this we can use to color the stick of the arrow. So like that. Let's make sure all of it is colored. Okay. And on a new layer we can color the other parts. We'll use the same color for this part. Let's drop it in here. Make sure all of it's colored. And now for this part, we'll take another color, color number 5. And here I think it'll be faster if I just color this manually. Okay. And now I see I forgot to set all of those layers as linear burn, so let's do that. Now you can see the difference, that it actually looks like it's on the paper, this color. So now we can erase here a small part of those colors. I will just fix this here, because now I can see actually that I didn't color this nicely. And let's take the eraser, and over here, let's erase just a little bit on the edge, like that. And same over here, just like that, just a little bit. Okay, and let's go to the stick part. And let's erase here also the edge. This will be enough. Okay, so now let's make a new layer to color the rose. Let's set it as linear burn and take the color. Take color number 7 and we can just drag and drop it in here. Okay, and let's erase some of it. So take the eraser. Over here we can erase this edge like that. A little bit here on this side. Now some parts in the middle, not too much, just maybe here and here. And a little bit over here and here. So now let's make a new layer for the leaves. Let's set it as linear burn and take color number 6. Let's color this. To make it faster, we can tap here and continue filling. And now just tap here on the spaces we want to color. Okay, let's tap here to finish. And now let's erase some parts of it. Let's take the eraser. And over here, I will just erase a little bit on this edge, like that. Now I will erase all of this side. Maybe I'll make the brush size smaller for this, 22%. So like this. And now some small lines over here on this edge and over here on those leaves on top. I'm going to erase here the bottom line over here. Now here this side, like that. Now all of this edge over here, and a little bit here at the bottom part. Okay, so now we can start adding here some more details. We'll add here some shading. For this, we are going to set this layer as alpha lock. So let's tap here and pick alpha lock. And this means that now we can draw only on those shapes that are already on this layer. Let's change the color. Take color number 13. And let's change the brush. Let's go now to Siakula Freebies. And we can take Blob Stipple Free. This brush comes from my Siakula inking and stippling brush set. So if you're interested in doing some more inking illustrations, you can check it out. It is linked in the description of this video. So let's make here a brush size 12%. And we can add this over here like that to the bottom parts of those leaves. Same over here. So just like that. I think this already looks more interesting. Let's move on and add some shadow to the rose. So let's go to the layer of it and set it as alpha lock. Let's pick a color. Take color number 12. Let's darken here the bottom part of it, like that. And to make this pop a little bit, we can add here a light now. For this, we are going to make a new layer on top of this one. We are going to set it as clipping mask. So it means that now whatever we'll draw here will be visible only on the shape that is on the layer underneath. And we are going to change here blending mode to add. Let's change the color. Let's take color number 7. And very lightly just add one stroke at the top of it. Now let's add here some shadow to the arrow. Let's start here with the stick part. Let's set it as alpha lock. And let's change the color. Let's take color number 11. And we can just add it over here, where it comes from the heart, just like that. And now let's go to the next layer. The other parts of the arrow, this one. Let's set it as alpha lock. And we can add it over here, like that. And here, to this part, I want to add it over here, like that. And now I want to add some more of it, only to this triangle. So to do that, we can just take the selection tool with the freehand option and color fill off. We can select here this triangle. Okay, and now take the brush and add it over here. Okay, let's tap here to finish this. Now let's add some shading to the ribbon. So let's go to the layer of it, this one. Let's set it as alpha lock and let's change the color. Let's take here color number 8. For this we can change the brush size. Let's make it 20. And let's add this over here. And also over here on this side. So like this. And we can brighten up the middle part of it. So for this we can make a new layer. We are going to set it as clipping mask and change it to add. Let's change the color. Take color number 9. And we can just brighten here the middle part like that, and just a little bit the ends. Now let's add some details to the heart. So let's go to the layer of it, set it as alpha lock, and let's pick a color. Let's take color number 10. Let's add it over here on this side like that. And then also a line over here. Let's brighten it up now. Let's make a new layer on top of this, set it as clipping mask and change it to add. With the same color, we can now brighten this up over here, like that, and a little bit here. And now let's make a brush size smaller. Let's make it 5%, and add some more over here, right in the middle of this. So like that. And now if you want, you can still adjust it. Maybe I would like to make the heart a little bit brighter. So I can go to the layer of it, go to the adjustments, take hue, saturation, brightness, and turn up the brightness. I'll make it 53. It's a small difference, but I think it looks better now. And I will do the same to the leaves. So first I'll tap here to finish this, and now go to the leaves, go to the adjustments, take hue, saturation, brightness, and make the brightness maybe 56. Okay, and I will tap here to finish this. And now this illustration is finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you can share drawing with me on Instagram. And if you like to draw more of me, make sure to check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!